1028 here at WILK and the John Mendola Show. Appreciate you joining us. You could join us online every single day. TheJohnMendolaShow.com. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We'll give you an interview of a local team, an athlete, a coach, and we got one up again today, so you get to check those out. We'll have some more, including a lot of track and field over the next several days as we're going to get together with them. Got together this morning with the Coughlin track and field team, the Holy Redeemer track and field team, and right now we have the Pittston area girls track and field team in studio with us. Coach Lauren Lepresto is with us, so tell us a little bit about Lauren.
Oh, Lauren is another one of our freshmen that came up this year. She's been with us since 7th grade. She primarily in junior high was a sprinter, but when she got to varsity, we had a lot of sprinters this year, so we kind of moved her and had her focus more on the jumping area. So again, she did very well. She comes from a very athletic family. Her father was a 1,000-yard rusher at Pittston area. He went to Wilkes. When he graduated from Wilkes, he was second all-time on their rushing list. So again, we knew she had the athletic ability. It was just a matter of finding where she fit in. And she went to districts. She was coming in with a 15.3 as her best long jump. And she jumped a 16.6, which was a PR. And she came up to the fence and she's like, "Coach, I jumped a 16.6. That's pretty good." And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty good. You better go back over there because I think you're probably going to be in finals." And she's like, "What? I'm going to be in finals? I got to jump some more?" And she walked back over there and she ended up coming up with a 6th-place medal. So that's very impressive for a freshman girl, long jumping. And so I'm very proud of her. She's one of the people on the track team that I get to work with the most because she is one of the jumpers.
All right, very good. Let's welcome in Lauren Lepresto here on the John Mendola Show. Lauren, talk about converting over from some of those sprinting events, as Coach mentioned, to jumping. You feel like you got it down now when you walk away with a district medal?
Yes, I did like running a lot, but jumping is where I know I'm good at.
And of course, having speed in jumping is a huge part of that. So being able to fly down the runway there and get your jump in. Talk a little bit about being able to jump and get your PR at districts. That's what you always want, to get your best. So talk about that feeling.
Well, it feels great to come in 6th place with a medal at districts when you know that there's a lot of competition. And you just want to make sure that you run your hardest and end up in the pit.
Another soccer player. So talk about your position on the soccer field and why you enjoy it.
I am a forward in soccer.
And you like your team?
I love my team.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you have a little brother, Lucas. So does he check you out at track and at soccer as well?
He's always at my games and track meets with my parents, and he's very supportive.
Math and science, couple of your favorite subjects, an A student. Let's talk about your parents and their ability you look up to them, so I'm sure they're pushing you along in the classroom and with sports.
Yeah, my parents are amazing, very supportive, and they're always at my games and events also, and I love them.
All right, Lauren. Well, thanks for your time and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lauren Lepresto here on the John Mendola Show. Let's get back over to Coach Struckus. And Coach, the next young lady we're going to talk to is Giovanna Inamorati. A lot of vowels in there, and she's a talented young lady. She could do the hurdles, she could do the 4x4. So you could put her anywhere on the track. She's going to do something good for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think we could put Gia in any event, and she's going to perform for us. She is definitely one of our leaders on the team. She was, I want to say, second in points this year. Everything she does with intensity. She works very hard. Coach Barberi has been working hard with her over at the hurdles. She runs the 100 hurdles, the 300 hurdles. We put her in the 4x4 this year. She was amazing at that. So again, Gia is another one of those girls. At districts, we had a problem in the 100 hurdles. We clipped one, we fell. But then I told her, we pulled her aside. I was like, "Gia, you could cry now. It's okay to cry, but you got to refocus because you have 2 more races." And she came back in those 300s, and she was able to take a 3rd-place medal, which was definitely better than what she did last year. So again, just for someone to have that disappointment and then to come back and keep producing, that's something that you want out of any athlete. So she definitely did a great job for us at districts.
All right, let's welcome in Giovanna Inamorati here on the John Mendola Show. Gia, let's talk about your year this year. A lot of success for you with the hurdles. There's so much technicality with that. Talk about putting in the time and having Coach Barberi work with you.
I love hurdles. I've been doing them since 8th grade. I didn't do them 7th grade, and it's just been like the best experience to do them.
And obviously, as Coach mentioned, a tough experience in the 100. You're so good and so talented, and it could happen to anybody. It happened to another young lady in the 300 hurdles that day from Delaware Valley. But for you, talking about how you're able to recover, as Coach said, and be able to get your best time in the 300 hurdles and get that third-place medal.
I was really disappointed after I fell, but I knew that I had to get back on my horse and do it for the 300 and 4x4, and I know that I could come out next year and get a first-place win.
4x4, talk about that. That's a lot of stress, but a very talented team. It probably feels good to run with some of the other teammates there.
Yeah, I love my 4x4 team. Like, we have so much fun doing it and everything, and we just go out and do our best as we can.
Another soccer player as well. Talk about position you play and how you utilize your speed there.
I'm a forward, and I use my speed like to go after the ball and like to catch up to someone who has it and everything. And yeah.
Biology, A student. Talk about your folks supporting you and why you look up to them.
My parents and my family are very supportive of me and in all my sports, and they're like at every single thing that I'm at, and they're just really supportive.
All right, Gia. Well, congratulations. I know you got a lot more to do in the years to come, but congratulations on a really nice year.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Gia Inamorati here on the John Mendola Show. One more young lady from Pittston area to get to, and Coach is going to tell us about Nicole Zambetti. And, Coach, Nicole's a nice distance girl and could be a sprinter as well.
Yeah, Nicole is another one of those girls where we could put her in the 400 to the 2 mile, and she's going to produce for us. She has a cross-country background. She's a medalist at cross-country. She's a state qualifier at cross-country her sophomore year. This year, we kind of refocused her a little bit, judging by the team needs. Some weeks she was running the open 4. Some weeks she was running the mile. She's definitely key on the 800. This year, going into districts. Last year, she did 4 events. This year, we dropped her down to 2 so she could focus on that 8. And she ran a PR, a personal best there at the 800. She finished second, but again, she looked very good out there, and she went against great competition out of that Abington girl. So again, it was another great day for Nicole. She went out in the 4x4. She was our leader in that. She's been leading off for the last couple meets with that, and she did a great job.
All right, let's welcome in Nicole Zambetti here on the John Mendola Show. Nicole, talk about the nerves the other day at districts. Did you feel it at all, or did you just go out and run and have some fun?
I was very nervous, like throughout the entire day. But then once I got to the line, I was like, okay, I know what I have to do. And then all the nerves just kind of went away, and I just did what I had to do.
Great group of young ladies at Pittston area. Talk about the bonding that you have with your teammates.
I love my teammates. I see a majority of them throughout my other sports. Since I do the cross country, like a lot of the distance team is there too. And then like at basketball too, some of them are there. And then the other sprinters, too. I love them all.
How about that versatility Coach mentioned? Listen, if I had to go, have her run the 2 miles, she would, or the 4x4. If they needed somebody in something, you're going to do it. Talk about just doing whatever you want, for your team and for your coach to say, hey, I'm here if you need me.
I just do whatever they need me to do. Like I try not. Like I know what my favorite event is, like the 800 and the 4x4. But like if they need me to run the mile, like I don't complain. Like I just get up, I do what I need to do.
We need more people like that. The selfless effort there, just saying, hey, I'll do what's best. You're number 1 in your class, in the junior class of 4.259. Talk about that part of it, loving biology or math or science. You just you're doing a heck of a job and working hard.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of hard because you need to balance your time really well. You need to use your studies. Maybe you can't go out on a school night. Like you need to sit home. You need to study for your test because you have a meet the next day. Like it's all about time management.
And your role models, your parents. Talk about them.
My parents are amazing. They always encourage me to make goals for myself, and they're at every single game, meet, whatever it is. And so are my grandparents. And then my sister's always there. Just a great family atmosphere.
All right, Nicole. Well, congratulations on a fabulous year, and we wish you the best going forward, and keep up that great class rank, okay?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You got it. Nicole Zambetti. Coach Struckus, great to see you. Congratulations on a very successful year. Great to see the ladies today.
And thank you for having us, John.
All right, the Pittston area track and field team here on the John Mendola Show, and again, getting some opportunities here to get to that state meet, which is a great thing. When we come back, we're going to try to talk some college baseball, some volleyball, a little bit of softball. We'll get it all in here as we head out to our local State Farm insurance agent, Matt Daly. Break like a good neighbor. Matt Daly in Kingston is there. We'll be back on WILK.